Okay, so I'm just like gonna look a bit on this. So there's this company called Kyutai. This is their job posting. Open source AI lab, and they just released this new model, text to speech, and it's part of. So there's unmute.sh where you can try both the text to speech and speech to text, and then there's like a Mistral model in the middle, and it's working quite well, and they will open source this later, but they already have open sourced text to speech. And I do not know a lot about text to speech, so I'm just gonna look a bit into it first. Now here I have a machine. It is in T4 with 15 gigabyte of GPU VRAM. So I do not actually know how big they are, these models. Hugging Face, I guess you can see something here. Text to speech 1.6. So if we like roughly at 2, no idea what kind of stuff it is yet. Let's just see if it works. So here we are importing some stuff, and we're making a checkpoint from the default DSM TTS repository. And this checkpoint info is something that they themselves made for Moshi, which is some kind of earlier repository, earlier model thing. It's 1.6. And then we're loading them into the TTS model that's here. And I guess we could open a bit on the Moshi models. Could we do something like Moshi GitHub or something? Moshi. Just to look a bit into it. So a wraparound multi-stream language model, a Mimi codec, and a text tokenizer. So some stuff here. I'll look further. And then we are loading that model now. And TTS model is a PyTorch model, it seems. So we have that, and we have an LLM, some kind of language model. A language model of a sort. TTS model. And then we have text to speech. And then we have what more? So it's a bit hard. Decoder. I think it would be easier to find maybe the paper later or something. So now, if you want to make a dialogue, you can pass more than one turn. Speaker 1, text speaker 2, text 2, speaker 1, so it's dialogue, okay. And we have the text. And then we have some entries. I'll just rewrite it to get a bit of a feel for it. TTS model is the model we did before and has something called prepare script. And it takes hi, welcome to the new age. Thanks, great to be here. And then padding between 1, it might be something about like how much space there's between these two or something in terms of tokens. So now there's a voice path, and I do not yet know if like how much flexibility there is. I don't think it is synthesizing voices also on the fly, but maybe it is. So this is a voice. I don't know why I did that. So I will just do the voice path get a voice path. So prepare a script and a voice. Bam. Could I have written anything here? Will there be any processing? Could I write X? Nope. No entry. So it seems like there is some kind of tensors in here. I don't know exactly how it works. It's a hierarchical transformer that constitutes tokenized text, yeah, and generates audio tokenized by Mimi. See the module paper. The frame rate is 12 Hz for each audio frame is represented by 32 audio tokens. Each audio frame. Interesting. So each time you generate a bunch of tokens, but you can use fewer if you want it to be faster. The backbone model is 1 billion parameters. So the backbone is taking in something, and then there's a depth transformer. It uses partial weight sharing. So we might need to look into a bit of this stuff if we're interested in going that deep. I do not yet know how interested I am in going deep. So now I have these two, and then we do not know exactly what this is. This entries is some kind of tokenized version. So it says, "Hi, welcome to the new age." Then it says, "Thanks, great." But there's a padding of 2 before, and we might want to do like this instead. Plus space. "Thanks, great to be here." And then you have some padding 1, padding 1, padding 1. But you have 4 here and padding 2 here. And then you have audio tokens. Do not know what that means. Great. And then we have a voice path, which is some kind of tensor-like thing. And then we say, if you want to make it CFG coefficients go here, because the model was trained with CFG distillation. What is CFG? CFG and the candidate of classify free guidance. I don't know which one this is. Condition attributes. Yeah, so there are some kind of attributes for the voice, maybe, or something. Yeah, it's a voice. The voice is conditioning the generation, and then it's CFG classifier free guidance, and that is a big topic that I cannot go into now, but I might want to look at it a bit. So if you have dialogue, you should have 2 voices in the list. Oh, sorry. So I will probably just like skip that for now, because I only have 1 voice. So classifier free guidance. Now I'm creating some condition attributes. Condition attributes that are used now to do some kind of conditioning, and it's trained with it, but you still want to have it there. Now we're gonna generate the audio with a PCMS. PCMS is text to speech model .mimi .decode. That is like a kind of a generate stuff from a frame where we take a lot of it, but not all entries, put it onto the CPU, and we append it, and we clip it to -1 and 1. Okay, that is just a not generating it yet. And then I will say entries. What were the entries? The entries were the things that I started by having these tokens. And I saw them here. And we're just going to decode from this. It looks like all entries, all condition attributes is the condition. Mimi.streaming with streaming for with this I have a result that's resulting from generating using all the entries that I have so far, and the condition is on frame is this thing. When I get a frame, what do I do with it? I put it into this PCMS, and after that I just basically use NumPy to get it into a whole one, and now I generate something, and then
Hi, welcome to the new age. Hi, welcome to the new age.
Great. So that was pretty awesome. What could I be interested in doing here? Should I look into Hi, welcome to the new age. Hi, welcome to the new age. I would be interested in seeing how quick it runs. Yeah, it would be interesting to see how quick it runs in different contexts. For example, how quick will it run on my computer? And yeah, I'm just trying to find out how interested I am in this topic at all. Like, I have a feeling that actually I'm just not that interested in it, because as long as you just have a very nice API, you can get some audio out, then I feel like that's sufficiently interesting for me. I just want that we have good models like this. They can generate good text that are open source, that we are in control of, and that can be hacked on. Because I do not like that companies like OpenAI, they may start to optimize too hard for certain behaviors in text-to-speech models, because they can end up becoming almost like seductive or emotionally manipulating. So maybe it says this is the ripper specifically for voices. Espresso. So now I have those two, and I think I can go down here and make a voice path for a second one. And then I can add it here. And then I will now add another part to the dialogue.
Hi, welcome to the new age.
Thanks for having me on. Nice to be here.
There's a lot of padding. I need more padding. I wonder if it's like second. What does it mean? Is it a number of tokens?
Hi, welcome to the new age.
Thanks for having me on. Nice to be here.
What? Was that random? Or was it because I changed this? Padding. Nice. Yeah, okay. So it's within.
Hi, welcome to the new age.
Thanks for having me on. Nice to be here.
Okay, so it's this. I'll just go here. No, I'll do it like this, and then I'll see entries, and you can see it has a lot of padding everywhere. Yeah. So if you have one padding, then that's good. And then you have much padding do you have between things? Yes, padding 3.
Hi, welcome to the new age.
Thanks for having me on. Nice to be here.
Hi, welcome to the new age.
Thanks for having me on. Nice to be here.
So, first off, can you talk to us about why you are whispering?
I was born this way.
Oh, there was a bit of music in the end. That's interesting.
Bring.
I was born this way.
Okay. And what do we want to do now? Should we go into this model a bit? This is a model. It has some transformer, streaming transformer out, depth transformer, blah blah blah, fuser. No, I don't have the feeling that I like it. Now I at least see that you can get this, and it was of course a bit of a boring stream, but I don't see anything yet. A Rust for production. If you want to serve, use a Rust server. A robust server provides streaming access to model over WebSockets. Yeah. They have two. Models. And nope, it's not gonna happen. I'll stop here.